What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recap. I'm going to show you what it looks like to butcher a trade. Check it out. Well, guys, Money Monday. I butchered RKDA today horribly. Just an embarrassing showcase of what trading shouldn't be type thing. It's a mess. It's a mess, but I'm green on the day, believe it or not. I made half my daily goal, so I kind of hit a little bunt, if you will. Made it to first base basically on a bunt, so I won't count it as a single. I don't even know where to start, guys. I don't even know where to start, but we're gonna jump right on into it. But before we do me that quick favor. Put a smile on my face today. Smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And let's jump right on into it. All right, guys. So we had RKDA today making a real nice move on a press release it had. And I've noticed RKDA likes to basically trade in the channel when it gaps up. Here we go. Come on down. There we go. It likes to trade in a channel. I mean, and it's done this multiple times. So we had this real nice channel here right above 750. And I made a huge mistake on my first trade. I made one mistake. The most important mistake on my first trade. And I have all these trades live for you. I don't know if we're going to go over all of them live. We'll see. But I do have that first trade live for you. And the trade wasn't so much as it was a botched trade as it was just not the right entry for my style. Okay, I normally wait at least until 9:40, 9:45, 9:50. Sometimes I don't even take my first trade until 10 o'clock. But I jumped into this RKDA right here on this second candle, which is 6 minutes into the day. All right, each candle's 3 minutes. So 6 minutes into the day, I jumped into my first trade on RKDA right here. I saw we were holding this 779, 780 area on this 3 minute candle. VWAP was holding up as resistance. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me jump in here, hold the low of the day as my stop, and I'll add over VWAP. And, I know this thing can squeeze and go. Right? It was basically the lowest flow on the board at the time. So I thought to myself, I'll take a starter here, add over VWAP, and we're going to be taking profits here on my starter at 850, and then on my ad we're going to be taking profits probably $9, over $9. So I thought to myself, this could be a real nice $300-400 trade right here, easily. So I jumped in on this candle, and that was a mistake. Why? I don't have enough information. I don't really have any other support area there. It's only 6 minutes into the day. This is basically a 50-50 setup, and I don't like those. They make me nervous. So I jumped in with just 250 shares, looking to add over VWAP, another 250 shares, and I put my hard stop out, and I got stopped out, and I lost $20. Big deal. That's nothing, right? It doesn't matter. So I was happy that I was able to basically come out of that trade break even, because my entry was 786 and my exit was 780. When I got stopped out, my stop at the time was the low of the day, which was 779. I had actually put my stop at 775. It got triggered, but the spread. So I actually got out at 780, lost 6 cents on 250 shares. It doesn't matter. However, this trade already had made me nervous. It had made me nervous, so I had already screwed with my head. Now we have this big pull in here, which is what I should have been waiting for, because it coincides with this channel support here at the 750 area. That's what I should have been looking for. And I didn't see it. I hate that I didn't see it, because I pride myself on seeing these things. I mean, that's what I do. I trade patterns. So I knew it was there. I just didn't recognize it in the moment. I wasn't thinking of it, because that first trade screwed with my head so much. It stayed with me. And then all I had to see was this huge retrace right back up here. From 750, come on. From 750 757, 755 area all the way back up to $8. And I was like, well, crap, this is garbage. So I decided to jump back in there at 799. And as we start to break over VWAP, I add another 250 shares. And once we start to move up here like this, I'm like, okay, we're in good shape. But then it comes back down. And it starts to become a chop fest. So my ad, I sell it out at break even. So I get out of that ad. And I'm still in my initial 250 shares. And then I don't know why I stop out of those at 788. Now I'm down $60 on the day. And I'm really starting to, like, in my mind, get nervous and jittery because I've botched this trade a bunch of times already. Okay? So I sit back and I'm like, all right, let's look for something else. Let's look for another setup because I missed this. I'm like, all right, let's wait and see if this VWAP is going to hold support, have this 90 MA creep up here in front of $8, and maybe we can take a position at $8.20. So that's what I do. Right on this candle, right here on this candle. Zoom in a little bit more for you. Right on this candle here, on this little doji, I take a position of just 250 shares. Is that it? Honestly, I'm botching even this video because I do take another trade. I'm sorry. I do take this trade here. And I'm in at 812. And I'm out at 821 and 829. That's right. And I'm going to show you that live trade because that one really bothers me because I was in pretty good and I was trying to sell up here at 850. But I had my hard stop out and I didn't realize it. So by the time I clicked cancel and get back to selling my order, the stock had already come back down. And at this point, I was so flustered that I didn't say, okay, you know what, Jesse, let's just hold VWAP. Let's watch it hold VWAP. And if it holds VWAP, we're in good shape because we're in at 812. So who cares? You already took some profit off. So we're green on the day. We were green at that point. I was green on the day. I was back to green. Why not just hold? Well, I was actually back down to $20 in losses. So from 60 to 20. So why not hold on to this and see if VWAP holds support and then we can just ride it up. I didn't do that. As we started to come back down, I sold out at 830, which put me up $13 in a day. What is that, like a double cheeseburger or something? At that point, I'm extremely flustered. And I decide to say, you know what? We're going to trade this one more time. If it sets up how I like to trade. And it does. So right here in this pull into VWAP on this candle right here, I get long at $8.21. But I don't oversize. I don't take 1,000 shares. I don't take 500 shares either, much less anything bigger. I say I'm flustered, I'm nervous, I'm jittery, just taking 250 shares. I'm just going to take 250 shares here, and we're going to see if we can ride this up to $879. So I get in on this candle, we pull in, touch VWAP and bounce off of it real nicely. I'm like, okay, let's see if this 90 MA is going to come up. At that point, the 90 MA was at $8. My stop was $7.95. My entry was at $8.21. And I say, okay, perfect. Now, once we get this VWAP 90 MA crossover, I lift up my stop to over $8. And I say, okay, let's see if we can break $8.50. So we come here, we test $8.50. We don't break it. We start to come back down. We come back up. We test $8.50. We don't break it. We come back down. What do? I freaking sell. One more time. $8.40. At least that $8.40 sell target there, sell order, from 821 was decent enough to bring me to $53.91 green on the day. So this is what, my fourth consecutive green day in a row or something like that. Yeah, because I think I was red on Wednesday of last week, like $50 or $40. I don't remember. I said it in one of my videos and I tweeted about it. And then, you know, I had Thursday and Friday, which were good. And then today, you know, we hit this little bunt. So at least it's another green day in the books. I was able to have the discipline of not oversizing, not revenge trading by adding oversize, and by focusing on the chart and at least doing something decent. My target was 870. Okay, I wanted to sell for $99. That candle there is the one that, you know, did me in because I thought we were just gonna fade it back down to $8, but nope, we go all the way up to 872, and then we go a little bit higher, and then we had the flash, you know, back down candle to 819, which I thought we were gonna have this candle on here, which would have made it go all the way down to $8 or under. So that's why I sold in that candle. However, you know, green day. Not going to complain about the green day, but I am going to work on whatever catastrophe I did today, tomorrow, and do better, because this is completely unacceptable. I am my own worst critic. So I am completely disappointed in my trading today because of my mental state while I was in these trades. Why was I so nervous and jittery this morning? I blame the initial trade. That initial trade that was out of my realm, out of my strategy, caused me to be nervous on all my consequent trades after that. Got to work on it, but this is trading, this is life, this is how we do it. I have to show you the live trades now, don't worry. Okay, see, I'm in on this candle. I'm thinking we're going to hold above this 775 area. And my plan is adding right above $8. If we start to squeeze, take some profit off on the first 780s up here in front of this 850 area, which is really good, and then hold on to the rest looking for that push to $9. But we don't get that. We get, come on, that action. Boom, get stopped out at the low of the day. These trades are probably rather quick, so maybe I can show you everything. Then I'm back in here at 801. I added, like, this stock really should have gone here. Like, honestly, after this huge retrace, we really should have just boom. But it shows you that we're still in this choppiness. You know, we're still in this choppiness. Like, see there, I'm already like, okay, why didn't this thing just go? So I light in my position. I go from 500 shares to 250 shares. And then when we get this failed, you know, hold the VWAP, I guess I get skittish and sell out right there, which I really shouldn't have. Like, I really shouldn't have. That's poor trading, and that's showing you that I'm not right. I'm emotional in the trade. I'm nervous, and that's never good. You can never trade your plan. You can never trade the chart when you're emotional. We consequently just come back and reclaim the VWAP, and then I get long again. 250 shares, as you see there. I add here because I'm like, okay, we're holding VWAP, we're holding $8. This is the time to add and get this going, get this trade triggered. And then boom, we get that nice roll push up there. So I sell half. And then here I'm trying to sell the other half because I'm in at 814 on that half, and that's where I'm already up over 850. So, you know, that's pretty damn good. Why not? You know, with the day I'm having, that's the place to take profit. But my live stop was out. And then I'm like, all right, well, let's see if we can hold 830. If we hold 830, I'll hold it. If not, I'll get out of it, which I shouldn't have. I should have just watched this and see if it would hold. You know, I'm in at 814. What's my risk? VWAP, $8? Big freaking deal. I'm going to risk 14 cents on 250 shares. Where was my mind? So I stop out of that. So at that point, I'm like up $13 on the day. Now I'm finally in a setup that I recognize, I see, I trade, I like, I'm comfortable in, and I still butcher that one. I still butcher that one because the problem is not so much that I butcher it. I really didn't butcher this trade. I actually traded this trade pretty decently. I'm just being extra hard on myself. I really should have just been in on my full size on this. I should have had my 500 shares on this trade. I really should have. I really should have. Simple as that. So I'm in there 250 shares, just that. And I'm looking for the break over 850. You know, I'm looking for this 90 MA to crossover VWAP. And then I'm looking for this candle right here. You see it? Yeah, this volume candle. I'm looking for this to be a 500,000 share volume candle. not as small as it is. And that's what triggered me to sell out of this, because we're not breaking over 850. We get the trade line, which is the 90 MA. We get that 90 MA VWAP cross, but we don't get the volume bar I'm looking for. If that volume bar would have like ignited, I think I would have stayed in the trade and I would have looked for that push. But we tap that 850 area, we pull it back in, and then we pull it back in again. And I'm like, well, why are we not breaking through this? And I noticed, you know, that, you see it? Yeah, that volume candle there isn't that big. It's a little perk, right? It's bigger than this one and this one, but it's not even bigger than this candle right here that was holding VWAP. Like, I didn't trust it. And when I get that 90 MA crossing over VWAP, I need to see volume come in, because that's going to be my trigger letting me know that this trade is still working. And once we get that cross, if we get a pull into the 90 MA, it should hold support. But we need the volume to be there. When we don't have that volume, we're just like stagnant there in front of 850. I was afraid of a washout candle down to $8, and maybe, you know, it'll start to fade it. So I just take it right there, 840. I'll show you my orders now as well. And that was it. So here we are. You can see the mess of orders of today. In at 786, out at 780, in at 799, out at 799. Sell. You know, I sold I sold my ad at $8 so that I could get out of that. And then I sold out the rest 788. Back in at 801. Added at 812. Took some profit. So my 801s, I sell them at 821. Now I'm looking to sell these 812s at 850, but I don't get it. So I get out of it at 829. I'm green on the day there. And then I'm back in at 821 on the bid. And I'm out at 840. So I'm not going to push my luck any further. I've already tied up enough of my cash today, so I'm not going to have a lot of cash, unfortunately, tomorrow to trade with. But I will be trading if there's an opportunity. And if I see a clear-cut high percentage pattern, I will trade it and I will get after it. I'm up $53 a day. A little bit of a bunt. Had to race over to first base real hard. I slid, kind of scratched myself. So, hey, it is what it is. How did you do today? I hope you had a better start to the week than I did. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember to smash that like button. Help me out. And I'll catch you on the next one.